In today's class, we'll be making a scene with landscape and adding some effects to it. Also, we'll learn about properties. First, let's build a space. We're going to create a residential space. So let's put on some buildings. Guys, now let's create a pond. As I told you before, you'll have to go to landscape, height, lower the depression. I'll increase the brush size and create a pond over here. Now let's place water and position it. You can raise it up or keep it below. You can also change the color of the pond. See, we have ocean water, tropical water, pond water, mountain water, dirt water, as well as ice water. I'll have pond water here. Now let's set up a path to reach our space. For that, I'll go to paint. Now you have 4 thumbnails. Under the first thumbnail, if you change any of these, the entire space will get the same landscape. You have farmland east field, you have snow grass, gravel, and a lot more. And if you increase the brush size and the tile size, you may see that the size of the tile will also be increased. Let me have it in the default farmland EU grass. Now to create a path, the other 3 thumbnails will be used. So you can add up whatever you want over here. You may see that as the tile size has increased, the rocks are also much up here. Now let's create a path. Let's put some nature. some forest logs around. I'm gonna create some bonfire here. And I'll some put logs around the pond. Let's play some animals now. Some birds can be placed in the pond also. And let's place some flying birds as well. Some vehicles now. Outdoor furnitures. Some human sitting on it. Now coming to properties. So we have a lot of objects here in Lumion, and each has its own colors and properties. We can change them by selecting it and changing them. Let me show you how. First, make sure that your property you're going to select or the object you're going to select is selected over here as well. Let's say, for example, nature. I'll go to nature and select the tree over here. Now, you can change the transparency of the tree with his green selection hue. So, if you increase it, the tree's color will be changed to purple from green. The second one is green selection saturation. If you increase this, the intensity of the color will also increase. Green selection range. Whether it's purple color or a brown color, whatever it may be, if you decrease the green selection range, it will decrease the color to green again. Now let's try for this vehicle. You can add lights to it, show the driver or off it, give some metallic paints, and we can even change the color of this. Likewise, even for a human being, you'll be able to change. Select the person and now you can change the color of it. Make it a silhouette. Next, let's try this bench. And some colors. See here, the color of the bench cannot be changed. Some objects will stay as it is. You can't stay the materials or the colors. Guys, this is not a SketchUp model. Remember, this is Lumion. So these are objects which are by default present over here. And you can't change the materials for all the objects. You can change only the color. Now let's add effects. So here we have effects. So under this, we have fountains, fire, smoke, fog, and leaves. First fountain do we have? Let's create a splash of fountain in the middle of the pond for a sprinkle kind of effect. Next, let's add fire. Then let's add smoke. Also guys, you can add some fog behind. Then leaves. Let's go to a tree to explore about this. Now I'm gonna add this over here. So a leaf falling effect is given to the tree. You may wonder that the tree is green and leaves are red. No worries. You can always select this and change the color with the properties. You can even change the color of the tree if you want. And also, even for fountains, you can change the stream randomization, emitter width, angle of the stream, size of the stream, water pressure, foaminess, and color. Then, even for the fire or the smoke, you'll be able to change the colors. You have randomization of this. Particle count of the fire, emitter area spread, size of the fire, color of the fire, and brightness of the fire. For the smoke, we can change the color of the smoke, the column size of the smoke, particle size of the smoke, randomization of the smoke spreading, even the density. Now let's add a evening render. Now we'll go to the weather, real skies, evening, put on a evening kind of space, change the position of the sun, in a way that a city is being lighter. Now go to photo to take a picture of this. Before that, let's set a scene here with a bit of eye height. Let's walk through this to see how we have kept the space. You can see the fogs over here. Go to photo, change the focal length to 25, set the eye height to 2. Now, to make it more realistic, what we can do is go to custom style and give realistic render. Now, your render will be more realistic. You may see that the real sky is off. You can always turn it on by clicking over here. If you want to make any changes, remember you'll have to go to the build mode. I feel like decreasing the font's height a bit. Now, once done, go to photo again. Have your render done. Now, if you click render, click where you have to save it, give it a name. It will render the scene and take a photo for you, and it will be saved. Guys, this is a very basic render, just 5% of what we are gonna learn. Try different scenes like this, make exterior spaces, put on a lot of objects and explore their properties. Before moving on to the upcoming lesson, I recommend you all to make exterior spaces like this and trial yourself.